This is the fourth question in our lesson on measurement practice. So our question here says, a cone-shaped paper cup has a radius of 7 centimeters and a slant height of 10 centimeters. Calculate the surface area of the cup. So here's the picture of my cone. I'm going to try to label on the information that they gave us. So they said that the radius is 7 centimeters. So the radius is the part on the circle. So from the center to the edge, that part there is 7 centimeters. Now, if you weren't sure that that's where the radius is, if you take a look in the surface area or volume part of our sheet, it shows you that the radius is there on the circle. Okay, the slant height. The slant height is the slanted side on the outside of the cone. So that's this part here, which is going to be 10 centimeters. Okay, this question is asking us to find the surface area of that cone. So if I take a look at the surface area formulas and I find the cone, it says that the area is pi r squared plus pi rs. So I'm going to write that down. So my area is pi r squared plus pi rs. Now, the thing about the cup is that it's not just a cone, it is a drinking cup. So in order to be able to drink out of it, it has to be open on the top. If it wasn't open on the top, you couldn't put anything inside. So in order for it to be a cup that you can drink out of, there cannot be a top on this shape. So this is the formula for the surface area of the whole thing, the sides and the top. And I need to remove the top because there shouldn't be a top there. So what shape is the top? It's a circle. So I need to remove the area of a circle. So I'm going to look up the area of a circle, that is pi r squared, and we are going to take that off of the top. So we're doing pi r squared plus pi rs. That is the formula for the surface area of the entire shape. And then that top part is not there because otherwise I wouldn't be able to drink out of it. So in order for it to be a cup, it cannot have a top. So that top is a circle, so I subtracted the circle. Okay, we are going to substitute everything in that we know. So I have pi, I'm going to use my pi button for that. R, we've got 7 squared, and then plus pi, and then radius again is 7, and then my slant, which is 10, and then we are going to subtract the pi, and then that radius again, 7 squared. So I am just going to make a little note for myself that there's no top, which is why we're taking this off. Right, we are going to square anything that needs to be squared. So 7 squared is 49, so I have pi times 49. And then I'm going to keep copying down the pi times 7 times 10. And then I'm going to do this 7 squared, so I have pi times 49. All right, pi times 49 is 153.93804. This is not my final answer, so unfortunately we are going to write down the entire decimal. And then I'm going to do pi times 7 times 10, which is 219.914858. And then we're going to do pi times 49, and I get 153.93804. Okay, All I have to do now is add and subtract. Now this number that I did as the last one is actually the same as that first number, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to add 219.9114858, and then I'm going to subtract 153.93804. And we just end up with 219.9114858 because we have the number, we've got the positive one and a negative one, so they cancel each other out, and we're just left with that number when we add and subtract there. So I get 219 point, we are going to round, this is our final answer, so that would be 91. The next digit is a 1, so we are going to leave that as 91. That is centimeters, and it's area, so squared. I was multiplying like 7 times 10, centimeters times centimeters, or here when I squared, we did centimeters times centimeters. All right, it said calculate the surface area of the cup. I'm going to say the surface area is 219.91 centimeters squared. And that's going to do it for this example.